Jim Florentine in studio. Let's take a peek at Leno tonight. Norton's going to be on tonight. He got some kind of emergency call yesterday. He had to get out of here.
An emergency call from Leno.
Personally from Leno. Leno's like, I need you. Terry Bradshaw backed out of some kind of bit. And instead of Leno finding someone local, he said, fuck that, get Jim Norton on a plane. That's pretty cool, huh?
That is an odd thing that Jim Norton can replace Terry Bradshaw for something.
Right.
Like, I don't understand what that could be. They're not quite similar.
Right. And then we all know our pal Norton. He was out of his mind yesterday.
Yeah, I heard there was a big crisis.
Pretty much yelling and screaming at God because God decided to throw a storm our way when he needed to get to an airport.
I know, because we have the same agent and manager, and I had some shit going on yesterday that I need to talk to them about. Look, there's a Jim Norton situation.
Yeah,
I got to call you back in 3 hours. And both of them said that. I'm like, what's going on? Is he okay? They're like, he's trying to get to the airport. I'm like... I can't talk to you about this thing in my career. They're like, no, we have
a situation.
Yeah,
Jimmy was losing his mind. If his flight wasn't delayed, he would have missed his flight.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. He was that late.
I laughed because I thought you said to your agents, I got a Jim Norton situation to make them drop everything.
No, they did.
That's what you should do.
I should.
From now on. I got a Norton situation.
Now, we're having Bill Ward on that metal show we're taping in like 2 weeks out in L.A.
Very cool.
Jim has this big Black Sabbath picture. The only autograph he doesn't have on there is Bill Ward.
Oh, you're so involved.
This whole thing is out of control.
That's all it means now. That's all it's about now.
So
is him getting that.
He's been trying to get
this picture. He's been trying to get this picture out to L.A. so we could get it signed for him. And he had Kenny checking out flights to make sure there's like a closet where they could put the picture in because he can't put it in the overhead compartment.
It's a whole thing.
So he's calling the airlines to make sure like a 777 has the closet, but the 7067 doesn't.
He needs a special plane.
Yes.
Just
get Kenny in here.
Picture. He's out of his mind. Here comes Kenny. Wow, he's out of his mind with this stuff. Right?
Well, first of all, take us back to yesterday because this was all last-minute shit with Leno, and Kenny had to take the brunt of it.
My home office was the command center for 7 hours yesterday.
7 hours, Kenny told me.
I had three phone lines, my 2 home phone lines and my cell phone going between Jim, his manager, his agent, the Tonight Show, the car service, the hotel, and while I'm talking, the internet when I'm checking every airline, every airport, every flight, tracking the weather.
This, by the way, I got to tell people, is not a joke.
Yeah.
This is what Kenny has to deal with when there's a Jim Norton situation.
Yeah. And getting text messages every 5 minutes from Jim, all right, who took 2 hours and 15 minutes to get from his apartment in Manhattan to John F. Kennedy Airport, which should take a half hour tops.
Yeah.
All right. But he just left in rush hour traffic during that tornado yesterday. Right? And thank God his flight was 25 minutes late or he wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, he'd have missed his flight.
Yeah.
And you would have had to hear it, right?
Yeah, I'm calling the Port Authority police to try to get him an escort to the airport.
Jimmy knows how to get escorts.
Yeah, through
TSA. With that.
Through TSA security.
Oh, my God.
Right? And then he's got this picture that I'm surprised he didn't have an armed guard or me accompany with him because he basically has his manager has to like get an armored car stuffed with pillows to transport this picture.
Yeah, it's got to be on pillows and
and because my manager is not going to be in town or something tomorrow, so he's freaking out like who's going to pick the picture up and how are they going to transport it to your office?
Wait, where's the picture now?
Well, Jimmy brought the picture with him on the flight.
He made sure that there was a closet.
Was there a closet on this flight?
Well, he's cursing me because the dumb people that answer the phone don't know the closet dimensions on the plane.
Dumb people. He's punching up. Kenny, punch up the specs on a 777. I need to know the dimensions of the closet.
Florentine, you're so involved. He's not going to ask you how the taping went. None of that. It's going to all be about did you get it signed.
Ladies and gentlemen, want you to buckle your seatbelt. We're going to have a little turbulence now.
No bumps. I got a picture in the closet. He would freak out if there's a little turbulence.
Yeah. And the picture is double poster size. It's not
It's
like
huge.
Yeah, it's not an 8x10. It's a double poster size.
Is it really a double poster?
It's in a
size?
frame too, right?
Yeah,
I've seen the
with
picture.
museum glass, so it doesn't get
No
like,
joke.
Oh,
This
my
is the real
God.
deal.
Yeah,
And this is the Black Sabbath picture
yeah,
of him,
right at
with
the,
all of Sabbath, and it's one last signature he needs.
The drummer.
The drummer,
Bill Ward.
Bill Ward, to complete the
Oh, my
autographs.
I'm amazed he took it out of his apartment to
Something
LA.
happens to this fucking thing, because it's got to travel 6,000 miles.
yeah, there and back.
Oh my God!
But
if anything happened to that,
He's freaking out because my manager can't meet him at the airport or something, so he doesn't. He's like, "Who's going to pick this picture up? How is it going to get transported to your office 20 minutes away from LAX? Who's taking this? Like, what do you think? They put it on the back of a flatbed and not tie it down, and you make one turn and it's going to fucking roll over on the 405?
oh shit!
So who's taking it to your
I don't know.
manager?
He was trying to work that
Manager's
out. He was in such a crisis last
So
night.
why wouldn't he take it there?
No, they hired somebody. I don't know because
They hired
Hired somebody to take his picture.
yeah, because last time his manager.
he's fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, you know him, Jonathan. You know he's nuts. You know, he travels the world.
No,
to like,
Jimmy's fucking crazy.
everyone's
Jonathan,
nuts.
too. But he for Jimmy's birthday one day, he got him like an autographed poster of Woody Allen, right? And Jonathan had like his secretary like ship it to Jimmy from L.A. to New York.
It was Jack Klugman.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it
Jack
was the Woody
Klugman.
Allen one. Jack
Wow.
Klugman.
Yeah.
She like wrapped it in a sweatshirt and stuck it in a box. And by the time it got here, it was in pieces.
He hasn't talked to her since. When he calls, he won't. He just calls a different number to get connected to Jonathan. He won't call.
He won't call
his
her.
personal, secretary, because he will not talk to her.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You know what would be the greatest thing if we get on set at that metal show and Bill Ward's like, "Nah, I don't want to sign it."
Oh, man.
I'm not in this. I don't know if you're going to put this on eBay because you got all of it. How?
No.
Imagine that.
No, I don't. I'm not. I don't sign with those guys. There's like some problem.
Yeah.
Do you got the
Oh, that'd
special
be
pen
great.
too?
Well, I
All
don't.
right. You need the special pen.
You better talk to Norton.
It's got to be a Virgin Sharpie.
Right.
See, Kenny knows.
It's got to be Virgin.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gotta
you
be
can never have been used
Have
on
Bill
something
Ward
else.
just
Yeah.
sign it with a horrible fucking pen.
A ballpoint
That's just some horrible, real
that
thin
you
looking.
can't see his signature at all.
And you have to test the Sharpie to make sure it's an even ink flow.
Really?
So as not
Yeah.
to make a blotch.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
beforehand.
Erock's got a life or death assignment today,
Oh
too.
shit! What's he
There's
doing?
two going on?
Well, Philip Seymour Hoffman is coming to Sirius today at 11 o'clock to do interviews.
Okay.
Wow. He's
So-
a very fine actor.
I got to hear it right from Erock, and then Kenny. Obviously, you'll fill in the blanks. But Erock just ran down the hall, which is kind of strange
Running.
to look
This
I
is
can't-
nuts.
What?
With this Philip Seymour Hoffman thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
A lot of people have been working on
I
this.
don't envy
Well,
you.
Jimmy gets everybody involved and expects everyone to drop their duties.
Everything.
You know what's
Drop
amazing about this
everything.
whole thing that's going on, the Bill Ward and Philip Seymour Hoffman? The guy's doing a bit on the Tonight Show
Yeah,
tonight.
yes, Right.
And he's
I know.
worried about this other shit. Like, you'd think you'd be in your hotel and totally focusing.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a big night for him.
He will focus on this other stuff way before
Focus,
the bit.
obsess,
right.
He'll obsess on this.
He's got 5 million people watching him tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean a thing.
Nothing.
He's going to be all over Erock and everyone else, making sure that's done. Where's
People
my picture?
Comedians die to get on the Tonight Show.
Right,
It's
right.
the
But-
biggest break in show business.
Yes.
You're forgetting this, too. He only likes to go out there so he could eat sushi at his favorite sushi place.
And get the miles on Continental.
Yeah.
And meet other people that are on Leno and get their autographs and pictures.
Can we just go back to what was just said? Because this is the God's honest truth. Because some people get confused. Are you guys making jokes? No. He books trips to L.A. just to go to a sushi joint. That I have been to twice, and it is amazing. It's in a dumb strip mall. It's a shitty place.
Oh, that place?
But this-
yeah, I know which one. Sushi.
Yeah, but the hunchback guy.
huh?
Zawa.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
If
I
you're in
know.
the LA area, it's the only place to get sushi. But he will book trips specifically just because he obsessed about the sushi at this joint.
Fucking A.
Yeah, that's the Tonight Show is secondary.
That's just,
Yeah,
you know, the
it really
reason.
is. So, Erock,
go out there.
Why is your assignment nuts?
Well, this has been going in the planning stages for a while because there's
always
an
for a
A-list
while.
celebrity who's going to be here today.
Oh, we already said who it was.
Oh, okay. So Philip Seymour Hoffman's going to be here. Now, going through publicists and talent bookers and all this other stuff, it was said that he wasn't taking any photos, not signing any autographs, but somehow it got through that Jim Norton would be the only one.
He's always the only one.
The only one who would be allowed to get a photo. So this was the big deal. Jimmy tells me yesterday he's leaving for Los Angeles. He's got to do the Tonight Show. So Kenny will have something for me to get signed. Now, originally, he was not going to sign anything.
Right.
They just made the exception for the photo. So now the photo exception has to be changed to an autograph exception.
Autograph exception. What do you think it would be like more of a hassle for Philip Seymour Hoffman? The signing or the photo? I would think signing would be easier. So I think it's easier, right?
Yeah, because he's probably looks like shit. He didn't feel he's doing radio, so he feels like he doesn't have
signature's
to
easy.
Doesn't have to look
Oh,
good,
by the way,
whatever.
I just saw him right
There he
there
is.
up on the TV screen.
Same guy right there.
There you go.
He's a fucking
Philip
good
Seymour
actor,
Hoffman.
man. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
He's directing this?
What movie is he in?
I don't know. This is the movie, though.
That he'll be promoting today?
It's,
Not on our show, obviously?
Not on our show.
Why
What
would
show
it
is
be
he
on
doing,
our
by the
show?
way?
I'm not 100% sure. I got to go check the
Should we just start
the
ripping
listing.
him apart to ruin this whole thing for Jimmy?
That goes boating.
Zach Goes Boating is the name of the movie?
Well, that
Oh,
movie
Jack,
looks like...
Jack.
I just,
All right, why is it
Jimmy
not-
would hate me.
So now you got to get an autograph?
So now it got approved that now the autograph is acceptable.
It's a go.
So I have to make sure that I'm there waiting the second he's done to get it signed right before he leaves.
If you fuck this up, what's getting signed, by the way?
His copy of Boogie Nights that has several other signatures on it.
Oh, wow.
Do
that
you
is
have
a
the
good
special
one.
pen? Did he talk to you about the marker?
Yeah, but
Yes.
with all the turmoil going on yesterday,
That's so
right?
shocking.
He's like, don't forget to stop at my apartment and pick up the DVD.
Oh, my God.
So I go to the doorman. It's in a padded manila envelope that says fragile on it.
Handwritten, fragile by Jimmy. He's so fucking funny, man.
So-
Is he a nut?
The DVD is never fragile.
No,
Never fragile.
No,
I've never gotten a DVD in the mail and it broke.
it was broken.
Never.
No.
Are we allowed to look at the Boogie Nights DVD right now?
I can't allow it.
He's sweating.
Come on, I really want to see who signed it. Who has signed it already?
I didn't look at. I think Heather Graham signed
Heather
it.
Graham. Sure, she was here.
I didn't look at the other signatures because I was
Trying to think
really
who
trying
else
not to touch
was,
it.
Mark Wahlberg,
Was Mark Wahlberg
I don't
ever?
think
No,
we
I
ever
don't
never
saw
think-
had him on.
Wahlberg. We've had him on the phone.
Riley guy, John C. Riley, is that his name?
Oh yeah, he might.
Yeah,
I think
Riley
he
signed it.
Jesse Riley's great.
Right. So there's two things going on.
There's a few signatures
Burt Reynolds.
on there. I picked up the black ones in the back, but I grabbed the silver one just to bring it here.
Silver.
But these are the special kind of pens.
Yeah, it's like
a spray can.
spray paint can.
Yeah.
You got to shake it, and it's a silver thing, and those are very dangerous. You could get a great signature, or you could ruin the fucking thing. If you press too hard, the shit just pours out onto whatever you're trying to sign.
As Jimmy has instructed me over the years when
Yes.
you get these new ones, because I've done this many times with
Uh-huh.
him. So you get the new pen, and usually he likes to do it because he doesn't trust me
Of
doing
course.
this. But I'll hand him the new pen, and he'll sit there and he'll go like this.
Dab. Oh, really? He does a quick, fast scribble.
No, this goes on for almost 30 seconds. Like, he's just sitting there scribbling this just to make sure
Well, that smells
that
good.
each side, because if you get it pointed at one side here, it could dry out, and then all the ink is on the
Oh, so
top.
he's shaping the point.
So that if it's a brand new marker, you go to sign, it won't.
Smudge.
Yeah, it won't smudge, or
be
it
too
sometimes
thick.
it won't. The ink won't come out if you go too
Right,
fast.
right.
So you'll miss half the signature
So that's an
got it all
evenly
figured out.
distributed amount of
on both
ink,
sides,
or whatever that is.
and then it's closed back up and not to be used until.
Florentine, please sign his
And,
DVD.
and if you're sitting there,
please sign it for as Philip Seymour Hoffman. Please do this for us.
I don't know.
It'll be one for the ages.
We've been friends for so long. I don't know if I
Please
can
do
do that to him.
He would, you guys have been friends forever. He would not talk to you like he doesn't talk to the secretary.
Absolutely.
It would be over.
They would.
It would be like, that motherfucker,
He would
fuck
tell
him.
the manager,
Fuck him.
agent, get rid of him.
Fuck Florentine.
If he's not-
You fucking cunt. You're a cunt, Florentine. You would just be that guy.
Yeah. Oh man. Wow, there's two
Don't fuck
situations.
this up.
there was one time, I forgot who the celebrity was, but Jimmy and I went down there with his photo to get another photo and get the photo that he had signed. The person was coming over, but then a publicist or somebody went to talk to that person.
Interference.
And so we had to wait a couple seconds more, but Jim turned to me, he's like, put the cover back on that marker, it's drying out. So I'm sitting here with the photo like this, And not only, he has the photos professionally done by this photo lab, really, high-tech stuff. And it's sort of on a cardboard mount. So that you don't have a newspaper or magazine.
It's not flat. Yeah,
no, it's perfectly
flat on a piece of cardboard. So when it's signed, it can be signed evenly, perfectly. No little bumps on it or anything.
Yeah, so I would be standing there holding this while Jim goes to shake his whoever the person's hand is and say hello and what have you. So I'd be sitting there holding the photo and the marker.
With the cap.
If the person's coming over and then gets derailed for a moment, put it back on. Put it back on.
2, 1, mark.
Yeah.
Not only that, when you're the cameraman for his photo,
we've all been the cameraman.
All had that pressure.
You can't. You got to look inconspicuous. I don't know how you look inconspicuous.
Well, he'll tell you to do that. Though.
Yeah, you're stalking somebody, waiting to take their picture. You can't turn the camera on too soon because even though if he has 100% battery, you can't waste it.
And you got to do dry runs.
13.
You got to.
We've all done the dry runs.
We've done Metallica backstage. I remember, all right, Hetfield's in that room. So Jim, you stand by the door like you're coming out. Let me take a picture to make sure the lighting's good. So I would be walking out the door and coming that way, and we're looking at it. And he goes, nah.
You'd have to be the Hetfield stand-in.
Yeah. So he's like, all right, we got to get Hetfield over here because the lighting's better. So not when we won't get him right when he comes out of the door.
Yeah.
About
the
halfway in the
better.
Yeah.
Wait till he takes 5 steps.
You remember when we were at Giant Stadium backstage 2 hours after the show getting all the guys' pictures? Were you at that one?
No, I was at the Newark one, the Prudential Arena with him.
Was it Prudential Arena? I thought you were there because it was the last time I ever hung around with Norton backstage because I couldn't take it anymore. By the time we got to our car, there was no cars in the lot. That's how long we had to wait. He'll wait until the sun's coming out.
I know.
An hour and 45 minutes for Ace Frehley, and he ran out the other door. We were sitting there.
Florence, you weren't there?
I was at Nassau Coliseum for Metallica Godsmack.
I thought you were there for the last time I went through this.
So how mad was he at Ace Frehley that he left?
Oh, we were sitting. It was the House of Blues in New Orleans, and they treat us to dinner. They have that and VIP tickets, and it was a great show and everything. And then they bring us backstage, and we're sitting in the green room. We're the only 3 people: me, Norton, and Marina Franklin. And, time's passing. Where is he? What's going on? Jim's like, he's taking a shower. Like, he's always got an excuse to justify how long the time is taking. Until you hit, like, the hour mark. Now he's starting to second guess, like, what a loser he is. And, he's waiting and he's never going to come. And I go, now I got to try to get him positive and give him some hope and everything, And then all of a sudden they're turning the lights out and the security guards like kicking us out. And they're like, he left an hour ago.
Oh, God.
How was that night after that?
How is that? The entire night's fucked.
To talk him off a ledge.
He probably went back to his room and emptied the minibar.
How many times did he say "fuck Ace Frehley"?
Yeah.
All of a sudden he hates the person.
No wonder Gene threw him out of band.
Yeah.
Right.
We went through this recently with Carol Burnett over at the Jazz at Lincoln Center.
Oh, right. Carol Burnett.
Okay, so Jim was so excited that she was doing another XM program that tapes over there. So we get there really early, and in that same area, they're also setting up for it's that thing where the networks display what's coming up in the fall. So Discovery Channel was there and a couple other things. So we're walking by, and right in the area where we're supposed to meet Carol Burnett, they're setting up Oprah Winfrey's dressing room, Mike Tyson's dressing room, all these other people.
Shit.
And he's like, oh my God, we have to get this fast. They're going to kick us out of here. Oprah's right there. Like, he's freaking out about who's these rooms next to us. So we're waiting for Carol, and Carol is a little bit late. Not a lot. I'd say maybe 5-10 minutes past the time she was supposed to be there. But we had gotten there so early that Jim was freaking out that she wasn't going to show up. They were going to kick us out because they're setting up this TV. Like, he's pacing back and forth, driving everyone nuts. And he's trying to rationalize in his head where she is, what's going on, what's the delay. Finally shows up. And here's the other problem with taking photos with Jim. I'm glad he got this new camera that he's been playing with, because his old one, the silver one, the flash takes a little bit longer.
Oh, that's the worst.
So you sit there and you hold it, but you have to wait for the flash to go off. When it finally does, you have your photo. But that's nothing you can do anything about.
Yeah.
And if you've probably seen it in the studio a few times, he would sit there, come on, like it's not going fast enough for him.
Come on.
And he also goes, I think I was blinking. Can we get another one? So he does the 2-shot, and he did it with Carol Burnett. both photos came out fine, and then he got annoyed because somebody else asked him to take a photo. Didn't know who Jim was, but it was working for the company. Said, "Hey, could you take a photo?" And Jim was just staring at the guy like dead eye, no expression on his face, and then hands the camera off to me and walked out of the room.
He should have done the old chop their heads off picture.
Yeah.
But now you can't do it with digital pictures.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's you press the button.
I got scolded once by Norton. It was Camden. We were doing a live broadcast. I think it was Ozfest. Trying to remember who it was. I think it was Rob Zombie. I'm not sure, but we were getting pictures with everybody. It was a really cool thing. And Jim, I was camera guy, like we've all been. And he scolded me because after the picture was taken, that I should have known that the glare was going to come back off the window that they were both standing in front of. And he was all bummed that we didn't do our dry run and see how the window thing was going to interfere with the picture and blah, blah, blah. And that's all I heard for at least an hour or two. Oh, fuck.
That was the famous had to be photoshopped picture, right?
Yes. I mean, the picture was perfect. You could see Jim. You could see if it was Rob Zombie, I believe it was.
The glare. I hate the glare.
But he was obsessing with the glare that didn't take away from anything. And then it was famously photoshopped. Yeah, he figured out how to take the glare out.
He should just really hire a professional photographer to go
follow
with him
around everywhere. Yeah,
with an amazing camera, and he'll know the angles, the lighting, all that stuff. He'll snap 50 of them in 5 seconds, and then he has a whole roll to choose from. It's like his headshots. We'll send you the contact sheets tomorrow.
You know how long it would take him to choose a picture and get? He's a madman.
Selena Gomez was here about a month or two ago.
I remember that.
So he got it set up, for him to get the VIP picture.
Yeah.
And they bring her out to the lobby. But I guess some of the bosses brought, their little teenage girls here to
certainly
they're
did.
tweens.
Yeah, to get their picture. So there's, like 20 girls out there waiting to get their picture with Selena Gomez. And here I walk in with Norton. And they're all looking at her.
Yeah, I think I got a picture with her, too.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
And that's another thing. Jimmy's taken a lot of pictures, or had a lot of pictures taken on his camera of me and people in the studio. I don't think I've ever seen a one.
Oh, really? He usually sends them?
Yeah, he'll.
He's never sent one.
You gotta remind. He's absent.
I don't think he's ever sent me one. No.
Yeah. He will. He will.
He's probably got a camera full of me.
I think he secretly hates me for not getting the Randy Johnson
secretly
picture for him. No, you secretly hate me.
Oh, shut
up! The Randy Johnson photo that made his book, where Randy Johnson blew him off.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
I think he really wanted me to try to risk my life and run in traffic to get on the other side of the fucking street. To get the front view of Randy Johnson walking away from Norton. I think he holds a grudge to this day over that one, too. Yeah.
I thought I was bad with the pictures. So we have all these metal guys on our show, and no matter how many times they're on, I always get a picture. I got 6 with Rob Halford. I've gotten 20 with Lemmy over the years. I just have to get an updated one.
Yeah.
And I just hit up Lemmy and Halford were on the same day. This is 6 months ago. First show, second show. I got Lemmy earlier. I got Halford. So I'm like, all right, fine. And then at one point, I see them both talking to each other in a dressing room. I'm like, if I can get a fucking picture with Lemmy and Halford at the same time. So I had to go back in there and interrupt their conversation. They're like, enough with you already.
Oh, shit. You were
Lemmy
that guy.
only had 1 Jack Daniels, so he was fucking cranky. And I said, I don't give a fuck. I was supposed to be back on set. I'm like, I got to get in, and I got a picture with him. I don't care if I pissed him off. It takes 2 seconds.
I want to get pictures, but sometimes it's too much work.
Dude,
I couldn't do what Jimmy does.
I was just as guilty as Jimmy with out in L.A.
With Chris Cornell.
With Chris Cornell.
Yeah, it happens to all of us.
I was just as guilty. I handed my phone to my girl there and said, the second I start walking over and I'm even in frame with him, just keep snapping. Just keep snapping. I go, I'm going in the pool. He's in the pool. I said, I'm going to swim over and we're going to have a conversation in the pool. I go, just snap, go around the pool. So I was doing the same fucking shit Jimmy does. It's like, just keep going, get every different angle. And I'm on purpose kind of holding my hands hey, I'm having a real conversation here. We're in the pool and... just don't stop snapping.
But
I want 50 pictures.
I got to defend you and everybody else in the room. The difference, we all have those moments. We got someone we want a picture with, and you'll do crazy shit. Absolutely. But he does it with people that you shouldn't care about.
Yeah, I know.
Like Selena Gomez, if I had a picture with Selena Gomez, that would be kind of cool. If she was walking by and I could make it happen, sure.
Right.
But I'm not waiting around for someone like Selena Gomez, to get a picture.
Yeah.
That's the difference, I think. We all have people we really like,
that
heroes
you really
and stuff.
want to get
Like, fuck, I would love a picture with that person.
That's why Erock, he's learned over the years. But the worst
Are you a beaten
thing,
man by this?
No, well,
but Erock knows what I'm going to say.
There is so much pressure put on you. It's worse than dealing with you two at times in here. Because he'll come in.
He's right.
He runs down the checklist and his procedure. He'll show you how to hold whatever he needs to get signed. He already knows, like, once he's in there, he scouted the location of where you're going to take the photo, unless he has to be brought somewhere else to meet the celebrity.
Right. Yeah.
So, which I think comes from the glare
funny.
photo.
He's the guy.
Right?
We've all been the guy, by the way.
Yeah.
You're just the latest guy.
Yeah.
He bribes
Good
me
luck.
with dinners and things like that. And he goes, look,
well, that's a good
you
bribe
can
for
come
you.
in here. I'll take it. Hey, steak dinner. Why not?
Yeah.
I have a stock of boxing gloves and baseballs in the office.
Oh, yeah. Just in case.
Yeah, just in case somebody comes. So
He had a stock fucking just boxing gloves and baseballs, generic boxing gloves
Right,
and
'cause
baseballs.
baseball players
so that if a
basically come
boxer or a baseball player comes in,
What about
he can
footballs?
have him sign
He
it.
had
What about
me-
footballs?
A lot of football guys coming through these days.
He had me pick up a NHL professional puck because at one time I said I was going over to the NHL store across the street.
Oh, my God.
He gave me money to pick one up and keep in the desk in case a hockey player came around that he might know.
He doesn't even know hockey.
It's locked in the drawer.
He might know a little bit about it, but...
Kenny, it's Jimmy. Could you pick up a Goodyear Slick? Don the Snake Prudhomme's coming in, and I need it signed. Pick up a Slick.
I don't know if we could do this break if Jimmy was in, by the way. I know it's not cool to do this to him, but we've been trying to get this out for a while. But we're too scared to do it in front of him.
He was nuts yesterday when NASCAR people were walking around.
He never watched the NASCAR in his
Could you
life.
get me a big block Chevy engine? I need a big block. Just bring it in here, Kenny. Get a hoist. I need it signed.
I don't think he can name one NASCAR driver.
Wait till you see. His apartment's like a museum. He's got
amazing.
glass cases full of stuff,
Yes.
pictures hanging everywhere. It's like a museum.
It's a museum. It's not a
He's close to being a hoarder when it comes to
Yeah.
this.
He hoards,
That's his hoarding.
The only difference between him and the hoarders are he hoards cool shit.
Right.
It's like stuff that's cool, celebrity
But
pictures.
we're going
and
to find
stuff.
him under a glass case one day,
There's
dead.
gonna be that giant Sabbath fucking thing with the corner stuck through his chest.
As everything collapses on him in his apartment.
There's a new thing lately. If you want to watch him next time, we have somebody who has a book to promote. Jim now does this thing with books. If it's really important to him, because I learned this the hard way too. If it's really important to him, the cover of the book has to be signed, not the. They usually open up inside to the blank page and sign
right.
and
Now,
everything.
how
wants
is
to
Jimmy going to
display it.
display that in his
likes
museum?
displaying.
Exactly, because
In the museum, that
That
only
makes sense.
a few people get to sit.
He wasn't here one
a few
time.
trannies and maybe a friend every once in a while get to see this amazing collection of his.
He wasn't here one time, and I forgot who was in the building, but it was supposed to get the book signed, and had the inside signed, and he looked at it and he grits his teeth and holds it
Inside.
after he smells the pages. He grips and holds it, right? Then he goes, "Thank you so much," and he's like, "I really wish they would have signed the cover." And I go, "I didn't know. You didn't say that. Now I know, because when there's a book to be signed, where do you want it signed? Inside is fine," which means he wants the book, but he's not going to display it.
It's not going to be
If it's got to be on the cover, that's going to be put into a glass case in his house.
No, I'm not crazy with getting like signatures of everyone in here. Like Ope said before, if it's somebody important that's cool
I'll
to me or
pick and
something, I'll do
choose,
that.
yeah.
But in the old days, Erock used to do something that I wanted to fucking kill him for, because I don't care about
I know what
probably
you're talking about.
90% of the people that come in.
Right.
I don't need photos with them. There's like shit. Like hot girls, I like getting pictures with hot actresses and shit like that. That's kind of cool. But most of the people don't care. Erock used to come up right in front of the guy and go, "Anthony, you want a picture?" And now I'm sitting here, and you know me, I could sit here the whole fucking show, right on my ass and not get up. I don't care. I'm doing the show, whatever. And now I got to be like, "Yeah, Erock, yeah, I want a picture."
Well, what started out as
With this who gives a
not
shit
knowing,
actor, thanks.
all right, because I was just making sure you got a photo that you didn't want. Later became, I'll do it because that's the only way I could get back at you for being yelled at for something.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, "Hey, you want a photo?" And then
Yeah.
Ant would sit there, "Sure."
I'm like, yeah,
okay.
thanks, Erock. Because you can't say no at that point. Then it's like, nah, this unimportant piece of shit, let him leave.
I do it to D-Boy now, because when I bring certain people into his studio to get IDs, I'm like, can Derek get a photo? And then he gets all these photos with people that he has no interest in.
Oh, good.
Rick in California, I don't have time to go to the phone right now, but he says Bob Kelly had to suck a dick for a steak. Erock only had to take a picture. There you go.
Yes.
Little call back to yesterday's show.
I got Marilyn Manson was at this award show, and I wanted to get a picture with him.
That's
Big
a good
Manson
one.
fan.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tough one to get.
Yeah, sure.
He's not out in public, and he was just blowing by everybody. So I knew he went in this one room. He was presenting an award. I knew he was going to come out that door. So I had my friend stand. I go, look, I'm just going to walk with him because there's no way he's stopping because there's people all over.
Yeah.
So just as I'm walking, just snap it. I'll ask him, but just keep going back.
Good
we
strategy.
were practicing it. So it was just like Jim Norton. So he comes out, and I go, hey, Marilyn, can I get a picture with you? He wanted nothing to do with it. Supposedly you can't call him Marilyn. If you call him Manson, he'll talk to you.
Oh,
I didn't know that. He fucking made up his name.
Up.
So I said, hey, Marilyn, and this is the picture. Look how fucking miserable he is.
Oh,
look, let me see.
Look at you. You're like, It looks like you're going, just snap it.
That's when we were walking. Look how miserable.
Wow, he is miserable. God damn.
It's got to be said, Florentine's a mini Jim Norton. You get into this a little bit, too, don't you?
Well, there's certain people, but with certain people.
He hates you.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Holy fuck, man.
You.
Yeah, it's only with people that you like, though.
And I was like, you know what? I wasn't even mad. I go, look, he didn't have to break a stride. Fuck him.
Yeah.
You know, He didn't even have to stop. It's just
So
as
he
we
was
were
still
walking.
walking
He
during
was still
that, yeah.
walking. Absolutely.
Just
I just
looking
stuck my
miserable.
mug in there.
We make fun of him, but Norton's probably got one of the biggest collections of anyone.
Probably?
Of anyone.
Of course he does.
He's got to be right up there with anyone in this country.
Yeah, well, that was...
Hundreds and hundreds of things. Hundreds, thousands probably at this point,
well,
right?
from what I heard, and talking to Keith and Ange, because Keith the cop's wife, Ange, did my whole house. Decorated the whole fucking thing. It's beautiful. The thing is, my house was completely empty when she came in and said, all right, clean slate. I didn't want to, because I had sat there times with my girlfriend at the time, looking through swatches and of material for one couch. It took I sat once for 3 hours in a fabric store with this woman just babbling and talking about materials, and it's for one couch, and it was a maybe.
Right.
And I'm like, 3 hours? It will take years to furnish a house at this rate. So I get Ange in there to take care of it, and she did a fantastic job. And Jim has been over the house and complimented my house and stuff and said, I'd like Ange to come over and, hook up my place. So she went over there with Keith, and Keith just sits down. He's got his, freaking PSP he's playing with on the couch as Ange is talking to Jim. And she's going, well, Jim, there's certain things that I think, because it's not empty, it's a museum, like we said.
Yeah.
In order to make it more of a home, we'll have to take some of this stuff and that. And Jimmy's like, no, this can't go. I need this. This is good. I'm willing to. And the things he was willing to do is like, all right, I'll get rid of the coaster. I'll get rid of one. And like a hoarder. Like a hoarder.
Yeah, there's not one feminine touch in his apartment. And now that his girlfriend's over there a lot, he wanted to I don't know what he wanted to do.
He wanted to, because I know what he wants to do, and Ange would come back to my house and just she was shell shocked, like she had just hit the beaches of Normandy. I don't know what to do, and she's a professional decorator, and she goes, I don't know what to do. He really won't get rid of anything, or put stuff away or in storage, and that was something he said. He goes, this can stay right. It can hold lots of stuff. That's his criteria. If it can hold lots of stuff. It's like, no, so she's like, all right, let's start here with maybe your dining room. Well, no, it's like my office, right? Yeah. It's like his office. Well, okay, we'll get a desk. I don't want a big desk like Anthony's. No. We'll get a desk that'll suit this and work good. Let's start somewhere else.
Do they give up?
No, haven't given up.
God
But she is beside herself. She doesn't know what to do. He won't give an inch.
Yeah.
He needs to get a house and just make a whole room the museum. That's what he needs.
That's what it needs. Yeah. His place is not big enough to have a museum and a house.
A museum in the middle of the whole thing.
If he wants to live in the museum, that's fine. And then I heard, this was great because Keith told me this. It's like, you walk in and there's the bedroom. And now if you want to have a bedroom that I guess a guy in his 40s and a kind of a classy, nice bedroom. It's very hard when the gentleman that owns the bedroom has a wall-size Kiss poster on the wall.
I forgot about that.
So it's hard to choose a nice bed and you know, fabric and
light fixtures,
a dust ruffle that goes with a Kiss, a wall-size billboard poster. Kiss.
Bigger is better with him. I forgot about that poster. I've seen that.
His poster in his bedroom.
And is just like, I don't know what goes with a Kiss poster.
You can't blow up anything bigger than that fucking poster.
She's at my house and she knows because I just recently said
it's a billboard size.
I go, Ange, I really could use like a new bedroom set because it's like the first thing I got when I moved in, and I got like Raymore and Flanagan crap instead of like really kind of nice furniture. Everything else in my house is really nice furniture. So I'm like, let me change my bedroom set and get something new. And Ange will just be like, all right, she knows what I like. She'll come in with pictures, which she did. She lays them out in the kitchen. I walk in, I look, I go, all right, this is nice, done. So she's spoiled with working with me. With Jimmy, what goes with a Kiss poster as far as bedroom furniture goes? How do you fucking make some, like, what wood do you pick that when you got this giant Kiss poster on the wall?
That's awesome.
It's our little Jimmy.
You know what the funniest is? After you wait 4 hours to finally get that picture, and it's great. You just got, you know, everyone in Metallica, whoever it is, as soon as they walk away and he looks at the, I'm a fat fuck. Like, like a fucking Ford shit. What a fucking fat asshole I am.
Yeah, he's never satisfied.
You think the guy'd be like,
never happy.
That's fucking awesome. Let's go celebrate. You fucking fat piece of shit I am.
Look at my chin. I have no chin.
Look how pale I am.
My head.
My
I'm a fat mess. Look at me. Ugh. Look at this. Our poor little Jim.
So you got to L.A. for the Leno thing?
Yeah, that's where we were.
That was a
Thank
situation
goodness.
yesterday.
Yeah, 7 hours from start to finish.
God.
It was a full-time job yesterday.
Yeah.
People worked 7, 8 hours. You did that just to get Jimmy to L.A.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And wait till the picture won't come back to New York till
my God.
Billboard's doing the show, I think, October 1st.
Oh,
so it has to stay out there
shit.
for the next 15 days.
Oh, he's going to be checking on it.
In Jonathan's office, probably, because we're not taping. That's when we're going to see Bill Ward for him to
before-
sign it.
Oh, my
Before
God.
yesterday, he was flying a separate trip just to go out to get this picture signed.
I told my manager, I said, why don't you just fly Bill Ward into New York and have him sign it?
cheaper and,
You know
and
what I mean?
safer.
He said he would do it.
Just fly Bill Ward to sign.
It's safer for
one
everyone.
thing.
Yeah, just fly him
Oh,
in.
man. So now that's got to be in someone else's possession
For a while.
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
Now, where is
Almost
it going to
2
be
weeks.
stored?
Probably in the office, which
Oh,
my manager's
shit.
office.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that the same office that fucked up
You threw out
the Jack
his-
Klugman and threw out the cigar
Right,
box
his
with the
Castro.
Fidel Castro thing? This has disaster written all over it.
And then if
Disaster.
Jonathan, the manager, brings it to his place, is it a safe neighborhood?
Right,
Have there been
right.
break-ins in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be there till October 1st. So,
Oh,
and then he
wow.
probably won't. I don't know how it's coming back. Next time he does Leno,
Yeah, what
he'll
kind
probably
of car?
bring it back.
It's got to lie flat.
Yeah, how is it going to get from the office where it's stored to the place where it's got to be signed?
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is a catastrophe.
I can't wait to that day on the set
What a
when Jonathan has to bring it. And have him sign it.
No, I don't. I'm not going to sign it. No.
I gotta get my HD flip into his apartment.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna do a little video. I have to. He'll do it too.
Updated cribs.
Jim
Updated
Norton
cribs.
cribs.
Yeah. That's right. We did one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, that was
He used to have
forgot
mold
about
on his walls.
The
Now he has
mold.
Kiss posters.
Now it's Kiss posters.
Maybe the Kiss posters covering the mold.
But he had shit back then too. Where was it? In boxes and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he
Yeah.
kept it mostly at his mom's house.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta do an update.
Wow.
I gotta, because it's a sight to be seen.
Yeah, I would love to see it because I hear it's just
because he's close to being
amazing
a hoarder.
collection.
That's
Yeah,
his
yeah.
thing. Instead of
Yeah.
like newspapers or cat urine, he does that.
Well, then also Keith texted me a picture. They opened up a closet, and it was just like those big Tupperware square containers, storage containers, that just said, and each one had a label on it, a handwritten label taped to it that said electrical cords. And they were everything from any electronic device he's owned in his entire life was wound up, coiled up and put in these boxes and stacked in a closet. So he would have a power cord from like a fucking floppy disk drive from 1991. It's just, yeah. And it's like, and Keith just started laughing at him. And he's like, what? I shouldn't have those?
Well, I recently, he told me I had to come to his apartment and pick up this huge box. When you guys first started,
fat broad.
Yeah. When you guys first started working for XM, they gave you like a bunch of free radios and accessories and all that stuff, right? Yeah. There must be 30 radios.
He's a hoarder
in this box, and he just wanted me to get rid of it.
He's still got his cell phone chargers from like 1999.
Oh yeah, from cell phones that are long gone and stuff.
From his StarTAC.
He's got the cords. I'm looking at this cribs that we
the black mold
years ago with Jimmy.
Wow, that was our whole apartment.
And behind the picture is black mold dripping.
That is black mold.
Spores growing off of it. Yeah, because that was dark and moist behind those pictures.
I remember we got that Chanel.
To cover up the
Yeah, we bought it at a garage sale for like $10.
Wow, man, how things have changed.
Oh, wow. That's
My
pretty cool.
God.
Where'd they go to see the old cribs, Danny? I'm sure it's
on YouTube. Just put in Jim Norton cribs.
Very easy.
Nice.
Very good.
Oh, my goodness. Look who's in there.
Oh, that fucking asshole.
The mold. How did you guys fucking not die? That shit is like toxic. With the ceiling that's caving in.
In my bedroom, we put tinfoil on the walls. We covered it with tinfoil and like cardboard and just taped it over it. It was right next to my bed. I was breathing that shit in.
Holy shit, that shit is bad for you, man. That is bad.
What a shit
Christmas light. What are those fucking
Hello Kitty?
Hello Kitty lights.
Oh,
there are the Tupperware little things and girl shoes. I don't know. That's about chess games all over the place and. Wow, that is something. I got to watch that later on.
Yeah. Oh, my girlfriend almost got her tits kicked off last night. We're taking fucking celebrity photos at fucking this Kevin Smith event after, and I wanted to get a picture with Judd Nelson.
Uh-huh.
So it's also, and she's like, I know how to use the camera. She's being kind of cunty. And then I hand it to her, and somebody didn't know how to have the flash up.
Oh shit.
No. Oh, boy, I'm like, the flash. And she's like, she gets so mad. It's like, hey, you didn't have the flash on.
And she got mad at you because she said she knows how to use it.
She didn't.
She didn't know.
She was mad at herself.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't tell her fucking anything. Ooh, did I fuck up the other day?
Oh, shit, what happened?
Ooh, did I fuck up?
What'd you do?
I don't know. She was showing me a video from before I knew her. It was like a family thing. It was so stupid. But she had like a nice little dress on. But she's always told me like I was heavier when before I knew you. I'm like, really? And then I see the video. I'm like, oh, you are heavier then. Ooh. But I didn't mean you were fat. I'm saying like you look thinner now.
Right.
But she was fucking living.
Really?
What did she say?
But did she say originally like, oh, I was heavier?
But not that night. She said it in the past.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, that heavier thing.
The word really heavier is what killed me.
I don't want to hear that. What did she say to you, though?
She gave me an attitude. I'm like, what's the problem? And she was just like, that's fucked up. And I'm like, stop it. That's not what I mean. And I started getting it. And she's like, no, you're just saying I was fatter. And then I'm like, I didn't say fat or fatter. And I'm like, you're a liar. Then it came down to that. I'm like, you're a liar. You're fucking lying.
You know what's so amazing? She's so nice.
She's not nice.
In like when you take her out and she's around people, she's so nice.
So's the average. So's a pit bull.
and then all I hear are horror stories.
Ted Bundy was charming when he was trying to get you in the fucking car. Fucking idiot! Turn the flash on, stupid.
Shit.
Good point, sir. Good point.
I know. Really? You think the sun's gonna pop in the window, asshole? Put the flash on, motherfucker.
What picture did she almost ruin?
I'll show you the picture she took. Oh wow, there she is. There's the master of photography.
What
celebrity is that?
Judd Nelson.
That's Judd Nelson. I can't see from here.
Yeah, it's good.
You would have to Photoshop that and be a pro to fix that.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Are you obsessing about the fact that your Judd Nelson photos?
No, I got a better one.
It's like, yeah,
because I gently told her to turn. I'm like, no, you can turn the flash on. She's like, what?
Flash on. Yeah, the first one's like you took it on Mars.
Instead of realizing, oh, I'm an ass and I fucked up, she gets mad at me. It's like, I'm sick of. What am I talking to you like you're a fucking 3-year-old? Put the flash on.
Yeah, she's 6. Come on.
It's the worst. I went to the premiere of Bored to Death last night.
Right.
It's a fucking great show. I've never seen it before.
But you're in it.
I've been one episode. They didn't show my episode because I'm later.
I heard they did. I heard they showed a piece of you last night. Somebody tweeted that.
No. No.
Maybe they're talking about the
premiere on HBO.
Maybe they're talking about the commercial that's running for.
Yeah. I've never seen the show. I was. It's a fucking funny
dude.
show.
You're.
Is it a Carlisi one-man show? bored to death. Sorry. Yes, gone, but we get it.
What?
No, someone was saying they saw you on Bored to Death, but I think it might be the commercial.
The preview. I slap them.
You're on a loop on demand. You know that, right? They're showing you just over and over again.
Oh yeah, there's a scene where I slap them.
Right.
And I was downstairs, and it's really they're all fucking nice people. And I'm downstairs, and I'm talking to Gaffigan, and he goes, "Yeah, one of the guys from The Wire was right in front of me while we were watching." I'm like, "Who?" And it immediately changed my demeanor.
Sure. Oh yeah.
And he's like, "That guy Marlowe."
That guy Marlowe. Holy shit!
I fucking ran over people. I was talking to the star of the show, or the guy who the show's based on. He's like, "We'd love to have you back next year. You hit it out of the park." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. Goodbye. Thank you, goodbye."
Is that the picture though that you got?
Yeah.
On Twitter, I saw that. Yeah.
So, you're part of those guys now. Stop it.
But it's amazing.
Look at that.
That's great, but I mean, you're running past stars of the show you're on.
I'm the worst, dude. I'm a child. And Marlo was like, "So what are you doing? Are you going to the party after?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, you were so great.
You're in their league now,
You're an
Jimmy.
equal.
I can't talk to
What's wrong with you?
Look at this. Look at Jimmy's smile.
That's Marlo, all right.
That's fucking Jamie
Marlo's
Hector.
Just like,
What is Marlo doing?
I don't know, but I couldn't believe when I
cool.
saw him out there. I'm like, Jamie Hector. And he just looked and smiled. And I'm like, Jamie Hector.
No, you call him Marlo. That's Marlo.
Man.
Until he does something important.
He's been in some
Past the
other
wire.
stuff. But those guys
name
are
'em.
probably used to it. Heroes, he's in Heroes.
I never
okay.
want to hear you talk about the smile I had with Chris Cornell. After that, look at you, the goofy, smiley, happy Jimmy look on your face.
It really is humiliating, though, because I can't, like, there was an after party, like, that after the thing, he's like, "So you going to the thing?" Like, and I couldn't say, "Yeah, maybe I'll see." I almost went and bought a wire and then went to the party. And but I didn't do it.
Could you sign this?
I didn't do it.
Oh, good.
I knew if I went to the party,
Good.
I would just talk to him about the wire and annoy him all night.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Friday's show when you were in L.A.?
Oh, my God,
We
I
gave
hope
you
not.
a beating.
Oh, I heard.
Oh, did you
We
get
gave
beat
I heard
up?
I got a good
beating.
tippy.
I'm even scared to bring up the fact that we gave you a
Was
beating.
it about Bill Ward get my picture
Oh,
signed?
it was everything.
You got a sound
It
thrashing.
was everything. You might want You might want Erock to give you a copy of that show.
It was
You
a
got
lot of fun.
destroyed.
It's all right. I tried to deserve it.
Everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're putting together a special of just everyone being thrown under the bus.
Okay. Who was in? Florentine?
Yeah, Florentine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny got involved. It was ugly.
Oh, no. What did Kenny say?
Nothing. See, I don't even want to bring it up. Nothing.
I have to know what Kenny said.
You got a sound beating. That's all I'm going to say. Which wasn't fair because you weren't here.
Yeah.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
About your place and
how-
I kind of brought up things I heard
See, we're
about,
scared.
about Ange and Keith when they came over your house.
Oh, that
and-
was all like pictures?
Yeah. Just,
Your
the
obsession
big
with celebrity
kiss thing over your
photos.
bed. And
I don't know what it is, dude. I really don't know why I like that. I was embarrassed last night. I'm like, because Ted Danson is right there.
Ted Danson.
I had scenes with him, and I just walked by, he was talking to somebody, and he didn't see me, so I didn't even tap him. I go, "Ted, I don't feel like I fit in with anybody."
Touch his arm.
Dude,
Ted.
I could have just said, "Hey, Ted, good to see you." And he would have said,
Were
"Hi."
other people getting pictures?
What?
Were other people getting pictures? Or are you the only one running around getting pictures?
I was outside when I got it. I wouldn't know what anybody. Honestly, it's fine there. Nobody cares. It's very relaxed.
Yeah.
You see a flash, you just see Jimmy behind it.
But with
That's it.
him, I didn't give a fuck. I literally would have stood up
just
in the
wondering-
screening and done it.
I'm just wondering if Ted Danson's running around with a camera getting photos.
No, this is why I hate
Is
myself.
Marlo running around getting photos?
Nobody is.
No.
Nobody is.
Jimmy was getting
This is what
photos.
this
You're running over like other celebrities
No,
to
well,
get
it was-
to
it was-
celebrities you don't have pictures with yet. It's insane.
Oh, God.
It was it's fucking embarrassing, dude. Like on the set, because the guy I did the scenes with was Herc from The Wire. So Ted Danson, let me tell you something. With The Wire guys,
Yeah.
everybody in the business is kind of treats those guys with reverence. Those guys get a lot of respect from. I don't care who the guy is, because
they got no respect from the Academy, from the critics, from anything.
But anybody in the business,
no one gives a shit.
Loves them.
Yeah,
but everyone knows
they care what their peers think.
They really are. They're royalty to their peers. It's really a weird thing the Wire guys.
It's one of the greatest shows ever, man.
And Evan, like Danson, he knows Cheers was a great show, but he's like, it's like this is the Wire. It's just it's a different vibe. So he was talking to the guy.
Did you see Ted Danson's plane?
No, does he have one?
Oh, Ted Danson's plane.
I didn't know he had one.
Seinfeld.
Oh.
Wow, that's wonderful.
I'm so stupid.
That's wonderful.
I'm so gullible.
That's wonderful.
So glad you stopped the story for that.
That's okay. I'm so gullible. I should have known that. Really?
Everyone gets it.
Then Jimmy's questioning it. I'm like, Jimmy, really?
I didn't know.
You're in the middle of Manhattan. Ted Danson's plane is parked on what? Park Avenue?
Hey, look, it could have been Chip.
Yeah. I got a plane too. I also got a plain and simple,
Oh, Chip. Anyway.
Oh, shit, I just fucking oh, okay, never mind.
So I just can't talk to them. Oh, but he was talking to Mike Lombardozzi about how much he loved The Wire. But he was just talking to him peer to peer. He's like, that show is so... He was just raving about how great... But he didn't ask for photos. He just told him what a great
you, on the other hand?
Hi, can I get a picture? Take care. I don't know if they want to talk to me or not. I just leave. I'm done.
Really? You don't even stick around after the picture's taken? Because that's all you care about is getting the picture.
I'm ashamed. He was asking me if I was going to the party. He was like, what are you doing?
Do you know how to, have a conversation with people that are...
Do you have a picture, Anthony?
Okay. That's it, is it? Is that about...
Is that it? Oh my God,
that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is hard.
Do you know your place in entertainment?
Yes.
You're right.
Under a rock. Exactly. There's the New York Comedy Festival I'm not involved with. I do know my place. That's the problem.
You're moving up quickly, sir.
I'm moving up from fucking molehill to anthill.
You're on Leno.
Exactly. Jay, I have a picture with Jay. I got it in 2004.
It's not always about pictures.
Is it going to drive you nuts to put down the camera one day?
I don't think I ever will.
You're going to get to that place, though. You can, like Ted Danson can't pull out a camera and start getting pictures with celebrities.
No, he can, but it's not.
saying, you got a ways to go before Ted Danson, because now the Ted Danson fans are going to blah, blah, blah. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Ted Danson can, because they'll be thrilled to take one with him. What he'll do is, he won't say, can I have a picture with you? What he would say is, let's take a picture together.
Right, and no one would refuse.
It's acceptable on that level. Like, hey, I admire you. Let's do something fun.
So you're not at that point yet?
No, I'm this guy.
You're not that.
He's showing his picture now with the guy on the Wire.
I'm smile and give him a politician's handshake while he's just like, what are we doing?
And then run away to see who else is in the room. You might need a picture
him,
with.
I didn't care. I literally, because Michael K. Omar was supposed to be there. All of a sudden, I'm thinking, God, if I could get both of them together, it'd be the greatest picture ever.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. I don't know why.
You think more about the picture than the actual kind of conversation.
I don't feel like
relationship.
I feel like I'm starstruck. I don't know what to say.
You've never had a conversation, just a conversation with these guys.
Yeah, I have. After a while, when they're on the air, it's different.
But it's meaningless. Though,
I don't mean on the air. I mean, just hanging out. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It's hard to drum up some kind of a common ground.
If I'm working with somebody, like when I worked with Michael, talking to him the whole time. We hung out in the trailer. He just come and knocking on my trailer.
But there's your common ground. I'm talking, you're at a party. You meet somebody. How do you continue the conversation without it turning into, can I get a picture? I'm a fan. Just talking about, life. Tough, right?
Yeah, I really don't do it. I mean, I've done it with guys, but it's like they have no interest in me either. Like, I don't need to.
Do you think, or are you just being?
No, they don't. For what? Why would they?
You're just self-deprecating there.
I'm with Jimmy. Small talk sucks a dick. I hate small talk.
Yeah.
I hate just that small talk socializing bullshit.
You gotta think of yourself, though. Think of this. Some guy comes up to you, and not just some fucking douchebag that we deal with on a daily basis. Hi out there.
Ugh. Who are you yelling at?
The listeners. Just like some celebrity on some level comes up to you and knows what you do and talks to you. Now, are you just going to be like, fuck this guy? Or are you going to be like, wow, this is kind of cool. Maybe, I could have a conversation. it's kind of the same thing if they know who you are. You just don't have that security.
I never think they know who I am. Never.
But they all do. We've seen it in here. It disgusts
over and over
me.
again. They come in
I hate it.
Not some, a lot at this point.
They all know. Oh, I saw you at the cellar.
No. No, but in those social situations, there's no real deep conversations going on whatsoever.
But I could have asked him what he was doing. Like, hey, you working? You got you doing it? But I'm assuming that he's just looking at me like I'm an anonymous fan, which I am. So
he's probably just looking for pussy.
Yeah, I don't want to interfere. That's why there's a couple of fans have told me, like, dude, I tried to talk to you and you didn't talk to me. But I literally never do that on purpose. And I know why. 'Cause I know how fucking awful it is to be in that position. It's like you never want to fucking be, it's humiliating to be blown off. You're like,
but men of similar ilk, as you say.
Yes.
You know, you get a celebrity comes over and wants to chat with you. You would obviously like to do that.
I would, but he's Marlo, and I walked in a robe going, hey, Lou, go fuck yourself. There's a big difference.
All right, point taken.
How many times has Marlo been on Jay Leno?
That's true, yeah.
Jay Leno's a big Hollywood show there, Jimmy.
He has not been, to my knowledge.
There you go. So you're a little better than Marlo.
Yeah, but
a little better than Marlo.
I was so happy to meet him.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, it was fucking great.
You think a lot of people are discovering The Wire on DVD?
I know they are. I
think that show's just going to continue to grow.
Dude, Gaffigan, you know how many films Gaffigan's been in? And he said, this is how the conversation came up. I was waiting for my chick outside the bathroom, and he was waiting for his chick. And he goes, yeah, and it was that guy from The Wire, Marlo. He's like, I was like he was kind of, Jim was uncomfortable because Marlo was sitting in front of him.
Wow.
Like, and Gaffigan has worked with everybody. So it's like these guys have a certain fucking vibe that because they're on such an amazing show.
How's Marlo's voice?
He was very friendly. He was like he looks horribly mean, but he's a very nice guy.
Nothing worse when you meet a celebrity that is like a scary motherfucker, and then you meet him in person and he has like a gay voice. Like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be, and I'm not saying Marlo's that, but you know,
I've met a few. Yeah.
It just takes you out of the whole thing. You're like, no, you're supposed to be that dude from that show that I love.
He was that guy. Quiet. He was very quiet.
They're feared because they're black.
No, he was very nice. He treated me nice, little white guy.
Not everyone's scared of black people.
What?
I am, but just not him.
You're scared of black people?
No.
My God, who isn't?
In this room, no. On 145th Street at 2 in the morning, when my truck is broken down a little bit.
Of course.
Just a little bit of adrenaline.
Of course, you got to be a little smart. I get that.
I wonder if he might have been a lot of those guys liked Lucky Louie, but because my girlfriend was with an earrange, so I couldn't have asked because it would have been too humiliating because we were fighting. But I know.
No, you were fighting last time.
What's going on with you two?
Stop fighting.
Stop it already.
It's just awful. It's exhausting.
What's going on?
I know.
You adore each other.
What was this fight about?
Would you just love each other?
Yeah, I don't know. We just get on each other's nerves.
What happened? I drove home and you guys, like, what was it, 2 days ago? I saw a nice loving couple.
Yeah, it's weird. Man.
Which, by the way, I haven't even discussed yet, but he ain't even joking. I finally got to see Chip actually have a long conversation with his girl, and she plays right into it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in the front seat going, stop it, this is really creepy.
Talks to Chip, yeah.
No, but it's creepy.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy becomes Chip in the car, and then his girl like placates to him or whatever the fucking word.
Well, she gets annoyed.
Creepy.
She likes Chip, but she gets annoyed at him.
But he's an awful lay.
Horrible. She blew him in Montreal because
I know she told me.
Oh yeah, because
you told me.
She blew Chip in Montreal because he bombed on stage.
Yeah.
Like he came in. I don't know what happened. I just kept saying like, "Hey, your shirt looks like you got a tablecloth or something." And they were like, "You're not funny. You suck. Get off the stage." And Chip was just laying there devastated, and she blew him.
I told Kenny to stop the car, and I left. I couldn't take it anymore. It's insane.
Chip's getting some fucking action.
When Chip gets blown, his arms are out straight and his eyes are open wide. And he doesn't move. He can't believe he's getting blown.
Problem?
That's so good.
Oh my God, it's the weirdest thing to see a full conversation going on. Where I want to say, will you two stop it? This is weird.
But, I saw Tom Papa last night, and I showed him my picture, and he goes, it used to be like, you and your pictures, but he's like, man, you got some good ones.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's
No, but I mean, the comics all shit talked to me for all years, and they were like,
I'm looking at it going, that's a fucking cool picture. I would love a picture with Marlo. But you're getting in a weird place now because your career's taken off. You can't be running around with that camera like that.
Fucking, I don't care who they are at the Tonight Show.
You might need a new technique, I think. You might have to go with, hey, let's take a picture together.
I tried that with House. I got one with Hugh Laurie because he was on the last episode.
You said, let's take a picture together.
Yeah, but he was like we said hello in the hallway because he asked me something. He was going looking for the green room, so we talked for a moment in the hallway, and then as I was ready to go out, and he was in his dressing room just standing there talking to somebody. But I think he was going over a segment. And I didn't know it.
Oh,
but I'm like,
you interrupt.
Yeah, but he was polite because he had just talked to me.
I think your solution is simple. Like
kill myself.
No, Marlo,
comb my hair with a shotgun.
Marlo was a situation where you should have said, "Let's take a picture together," or "Let's." Is that how you say?
Hey, you want to take a, let's take a, like, hey, how you doing? When you know they know you.
Right.
Like when I got one with Michael, who I was working with, it was different because it was like, hey, let's take a picture because I knew he liked me.
Right.
So it didn't seem crazy or starstruck.
So you need to start at least starting to say, let's take a picture together. And then someone like Ted Danson, you're like, hey, excuse me, can I have a picture?
Yeah.
You got to at least start mixing it up a
I
little
waited
bit.
till the very end with him.
Yeah.
The last scene had been done. Yeah, I was almost embarrassed on the set, but I'm like, I don't care. It's fucking
Ted Danson.
It's Ted Danson.
He's legendary.
Yeah, and he was very nice. He didn't give a fuck. He's great.
How is he legendary, really, though?
One of the biggest
I mean, he
sitcoms.
was on, obviously,
That's one of the
Cheers,
biggest fucking shows
giant
ever.
show and
Yeah.
everything, but it's like...
Cheers, Becker.
All you need is one big hit like that, and
Yeah.
you're legendary.
And you're legendary.
He's been literally. It's one of the top, probably 3 or 4 sitcoms as far as notoriety and ever.
That's why we
Yeah, but-
treated George Wendt with nothing but respect when he came in here.
Tried
Yeah.
to, yeah.
No, nothing but respect for him because he's legendary.
It's that poor bastard.
I got to hear that interview again. One day we got to go through the entire interview and just pick it apart.
Off of Norm.
Anyway, run on.
So yeah, I was actually. I really enjoyed the show. And I'm not just. I mean, if I didn't
Bored to
like
death?
it, I wouldn't say I didn't like it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be an asshole.
How many
Sabotage.
episodes are you in?
I'm only in 1, but I think there's only 8.
I thought you were in more than one.
No, 1 episode. It was a 1. He wants to use me more for next year. He's like, I would like to write you in for maybe something next year. He really was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But you're in this episode a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm throughout the whole episode.
And which episode is it?
I think it's the number 3 or 4. Like it's funny because I knew where they were in their story when we were in it, so I got to see the 2 episodes that lead up to it. Now it makes more sense where I was. Some of the jokes that we were doing in ours
that's gotta help.
were a callback. I was like, oh, okay, that actually is really a lot funnier than I realized because he says that in the first and the second.
Oh, right on.
So
I've never seen this show.
I had neither.
I gotta check it out.
Everyone has said it was really funny, and it's just a weird.
This is their second season?
Season 2, yeah.
And Gaffigan's in it?
No, he's in 1 episode.
Oh, okay.
And
Gaffigan's in everything.
Jim's in everything. He's just one of those people.
He's a nice
really
guy.
is.
I'm learning. If you're a nice guy, you get a lot more opportunities.
And he just
out
shows
there.
up and stuff. Never like a big leading part, but he's in everything.
And he can act. That's how my 1 commercial callback years ago was for Rolling Rock beer, and I actually gave a good read, and they called me back.
Beer commercial.
Well, they didn't ask the personal details.
Yeah, huh?
Money's money.
But I remember one of the lines was like, "You're sitting there and the water's rising." I don't remember what it was. Something about the water was rising. I don't remember what it was. It's fucking 10 years ago. But I knew I was going to get it because Gaffigan walked in. Like he also had a callback. I'm like, "Goodbye, commercial."
Done.
Jim got it.
Oh, he got it?
Oh, that motherfucker could land a commercial.
The water's rising in your mouth out of a vagina. You'd have gotten that one.
Oh man, that son of a bitch can act.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's done so many things, though. It's got to be second nature to him now.
Yeah.
He just recently had that movie too. That one. What the hell is that? That awful fucking
Wow, good call, Danny.
long distance relationship movie.
Fucking Danny just pulled up the commercial. Latrobe River. Yeah, Latrobe, Pennsylvania. That's it.
I remember that.
There's Gaffigan. That should have been you.
Well, that was
Fishing in a river.
This might be a different. Dude, you know what, dude? You matched the hatch.
The hatch. You got your Rolling Rock.
Sorry, but you would have never got that spot.
No, it might not have been that.
No,
That's,
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Jim Gaffigan's wearing a hat. You look horrible in hats.
And without them. This might be the one because I was sitting. Can you turn the volume up on this? I want to hear
It's
this.
the survival of the fittest thing. Natural selection.
Just wear the
Think about
fedora.
it. Hot day, beer's in a cooler, ice is melting, water level rising.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got a longer neck, you don't drown. Basic evolution.
Basic Evolution. Wow, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that was
a
it?
commercial, yeah,
That was the one you went for.
That was. I remember
and did
that
pretty well.
Yeah, I got a callback. I mean, again, I do commercials. I never get callbacks for commercials.
Jimmy.
I don't. Would you want me hawking your product?
Yes.
My fucking cherub face and blinking eye and hooker.
Oh.
thing.
Condoms, buck knives, just like awful things. Rope,
I really
duct
should
tape.
I really should just do live reads for condoms and rope. Back to back.
People are realize who I was talking about with the gay voice, by the way. That was a huge disappointment.
I think I know.
Because I don't know what the fucking...
Right.
But I don't give a shit. All I'm saying is it's
Is it a character from a show we like?
Yeah, it's just a little weird when you expect to...
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah. You just expect them to be how they are on TV, that's all. That's why I don't want to acknowledge their real name.
Yeah.
I always said Greg Brady when he was doing our show. I didn't want to acknowledge his name was Barry Williams. He's Greg Brady.
It's Greg Brady.
Who am I to call him Barry Williams? It's Greg fucking Brady in studio.
Everyone knows him as Greg Brady.
Right.
My girlfriend so didn't give a fuck about Jamie Hector. I was so happy when I went to the cellar and I was just talking to comedians and they all were like, oh, fuck. They were all psyched. I was like, yeah, good to her. Good.
To who?
My chick. Because she didn't care. She took the picture. Good job.
Why are you guys fighting?
We just do. I don't know why. It's stupid.
Really do a lot.
She thinks she kind of thought when I had to go do red carpet stuff, and I never do that. I fucking hate it.
Vacuum it?
No, it was white, actually. I had to pop a few roids. Paint that carpet red for the celebrities who zilch. Vacuum it. I had to do some interviews, and it's funny. I was stuck behind Gaffigan on the line because he was doing a long one with HBO.
Of course.
So I was just humiliated.
God, does he just fuck you over?
But my girlfriend got annoyed. She was just embarrassed because, like, it was with me. My publicist was there. My publicist's assistant were there. My publicist is fucking great. She got me in front of everybody. Entertainment Tonight people.
Really?
They won't use me, but the fact is she got them to pretend to be interested. Sure. So my girlfriend were just standing there, and she didn't know if we were both going to go up together. So I'm like, no, she doesn't do. I never bring her for stuff like that. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't think she wants to get her photo taken.
Well, she's a civilian.
Really?
Yeah. Would I? Sure. I don't care. If she wanted to, I'd be happy to.
Right.
But
does she really mind? Like, if you and her like arm around each other, picture, and it ended up somewhere.
I don't think she'd be. No, not a big deal.
Would that upset her or anything?
I don't think so. But I hadn't really talked to her about it much. And when we first started dating, she was like, no. But now she might like not care. But it was like such a last minute thing, and I get so embarrassed doing that stuff. So I went up with Amy, my publicist. We were just standing there, and then the assistant came over. So my chick was just standing out there. She just felt like an asshole just standing there. She's like, I would have just stood with your publicist. I didn't have to be in photos.
Yeah.
But it was like, and then I got annoyed. I'm like, well, why are you worried about that now? I'm working. I'm uncomfortable doing this stuff. I'm not thinking about you. I don't want to do this. It's embarrassing for me. I feel ashamed. Like, nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to it's stupid.